Hello and welcome back to our brand new little settlement here. My name is Bluebelly and I play simulation games. And if you are new to the channel because of Medieval Dynasty, just let me say thank you so much for being here. Uh, I'm going to get a little bit of water here. If you look over on the right hand side of the screen, let's see, can I get to a spot where it'll be easy to see? Maybe there. You can see it says set a rabbit trap, make a wooden spear, hunt a wild animal, survive for a season. These are our goals. These should be fairly attainable. Uh, so I'm going to go ahead and do these things, but part of what I am trying to sort out myself, maybe you guys can give me a little bit of insight into this, is do you want to watch the grinding, every little moment of gameplay, or do you want me to do time lapse, or perhaps even some sort of like I play for a bit and uh, then I just tell you what happened while I was, while you were gone. I don't know. Everybody kind of has their own thing. So what I'm going to do is just keep this pace going, and if people like it, then great. And if not, let me know in the comments and I'll make an adjustment. So what I want to do at this point is I want to make a rabbit trap. So we're going to go, let me show you over here. Furniture and decorations, I don't know why it's there. It doesn't make sense. It should probably be under handcrafting, but it's under furniture and decorations. So you go to traps. The only one you have access to at the beginning is the rabbit trap. So it's very easy. You just do that. And then all you have to do is hit E on it, and that will arm it. You don't have to bait it. You don't have to do anything special. You just set that up. Now I'm picking up some of these stones. I'm sure we'll need them for something. But to make a wooden spear, we will handcraft, and then we just need we need one log to make a wooden spear, and we have 4 logs from that tree it just chopped up. So now that we have a spear, we already have in our 3 spot. We just have to hunt a wild animal, which I believe we already hunted a pig earlier. You guys saw that. But I saw some ducks down here. Ducks do count. Take these daisies. Get a little more health. Dandelions and daisies. Oh my. And it's good to pay attention to where these kinds of things are near where you're living, because you only get one for the season, and then okay, we are at 97 health. That's good. So like that won't be there again this season, but in the future we might see it again. So this duck, oh, what? I missed. What do you think? Do I need to aim? Hey, 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 hey. All right, that's not working. Maybe we can find either a crow or... I'm dirty. I was just in the water. If I hit this moving target, wouldn't that be hilarious? Too low. Okay, aim higher. Oh. Alright, so you're not watching this for my excellent marksmanship, apparently. What? Okay, let's go high. Got him. Finally. Wait, what? Where's the duck? Did I get the duck? I should be able to press E on the duck's corpse. What on earth? So I got credit for killing the duck because it doesn't show up on the right side anymore. But I definitely did not skin the duck or whatever, pluck the feathers. What? Okay, well, as you can see, everything's going exactly to plan. But part of what's really fun about this game, there is the main, the main storyline, but the world is kind of our oyster at this point. We can go exploring, we can build. Let's see, if I hit tab and you come to this management menu. I keep popping in here because of this stuff, but we can go lighten our load because we do have storage in our house. Doesn't look like we got a rabbit yet. We also have a fire in the house, so I can cook my meat and eat some of it. We can make roasted meat. I was going to have a little bit more by killing the duck, but we saw how that went. So I believe the door's on the side. Nope, on the back. So once we get in here, this is the bed for me and the wife, and that's where our air is going to be when we get to that point. You have to light your fire, and then you can either make stuff like roasted meat. So we're going to make 10 roasted meat. Now I'm using quick crafting. This is the only quote unquote cheat that I use. I don't really think of it as cheating. But we also have a cauldron, and you have all these recipes. So here's how this works. We don't have any cabbage yet, right? We're not going to have cabbage because it's too early in the game. But we can grow cabbage. So maybe we go buy some cabbage seeds, and we can make a little cabbage patch. But once you get cabbage, you pay. Our production right now is only 4 out of 25, so we can't even unlock this. If you look right here in the middle of the screen, it says production 4 out of 25. We can't even unlock this yet, but eventually we will be able to. So in order to get that cabbage, we need to go buy some cabbage seeds. We don't need to carry the sickle because we're not going to be harvesting anything with that for a while. We can put our dried meat in here because it'll keep for a really long time. Feathers we'll take with us and sell. The leather we'll keep here because we can make a bag with that. Our oat rolls we'll keep here. They'll keep for a while. These are our clothes. Maybe the logs we'll leave here for now. You have to keep an eye on your storage at home as well. So we're at 12. Maybe let's do half of the roasted meat we'll save at home and half we'll take with us. The bag I don't really need with me until we get back to plant the cabbage. St. John's wort I'll keep just in case I get poisoned. The sticks, they don't weigh that much, so I'll keep them. The stones I'm going to put here. We'll keep our axe. We have this axe that's about to break and then that back up. We'll keep the stone knife in case I kill an animal. I generally do carry the hammer with me. The hoe, the shovel, and the 2 spears. We'll definitely keep the 2 spears. I'm going to keep the hoe and the shovel as well. So now our weight is under control. Can I put out the fire? I don't remember ever doing that. It just burns. But it doesn't actually burn up your firewood stock. So I can show you a few other things here in the management screen. We get these vital statistics. Right now our dynasty reputation is 20. That's not very high because we haven't done any missions. It would tell us our taxes. We should have to pay some tax on the one house, but we haven't really opened that storyline yet. Development stage right now is a hermitage, which means just basically one home settlement. That will go up as we unlock more stuff. Our population's only 1. We have no workers that we've hired, but this is crucial. We can build more buildings. We've advanced to the point that we're allowed to make more buildings. We don't have any food that is registering here because we don't have a food resource building. We don't have any water registering here because we don't have a well. We don't have any food registering here because we don't have a resource building to put our food in. So with the 4 more buildings that we want to get, we have to ask ourselves, what we want them to be, what would be most important. Now there's this little dip up here is very interesting to me. Because that seems like that could be a good spot for maybe maybe we put the barn here and then put the fields up around behind it, something like that. I don't know how we'll do it. And we've got trees up there and trees up here. But we don't have a ton of trees right by our main settlement area. So that should be interesting. Now, if you're wondering where I'm going, I don't remember how much the seeds are. So we may have to do a little bit of cheesy gathering of things to be able to sell and buy some cabbage seeds. But that's what I would like to do, is get a little cabbage crop going. I am going to pick up these planks. I'll probably just sell them in town, but one thing, you probably already know this if you play this game or if you've read forums, but a lot of people will just pick up stuff like this and they will make stone knives, because you can pick up the sticks and stones pretty much anywhere, and each stone knife sells for I believe it's 20 gold or whatever these coins are. So if you need 100 gold to buy something, you could make 5 knives in a few minutes, and you're good to go on that. I'm gonna go ahead and eat. I keep forgetting to eat. I'll eat 1 apple, a couple roasted meat. You can see I don't get a lot of calories from that kind of stuff, which is why things like those oat rolls that I have back at home, those have higher calories. They're also much harder to make. But once we get a hunter up and we'll get a wood, what's it called? I don't even remember what the wood thing is called, but we'll get some stuff up and running, and we'll be good to go. Sorry, I'm sprinting through town. So this is Gustovia. This is where all the missions are. And there's a barn here, and this guy, Edwin, you talk to him, and he says,
"Hello, traveler."
Well, this time he usually says something about "show me your wares," or "welcome to the valley." He just said, so these planks I just picked up, I can sell those for 4 coin. Feathers that you just get randomly from cutting down trees, we get 20 coin for that. And then the stone knives we just made, we're going to get 80 coins for those 4. So now we have 500 coins, and we specifically came to him because you could see here he has cabbage seeds. So they're 12, and we have 500. So let's maybe make a cabbage patch of about 9. I think we could afford that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 100. It's basically what we just got on the way over here for the planks and the knives. So we'll take these 9 cabbage seeds.
See you soon.
See you soon. Back with us. Now the early game, you spend a lot of time running, which is why you don't want to be too far from points of interest. If you look at this map, it's massive. You look at this map, there are people that will try to build way out in the periphery, and if you do that, then your run home is going to be pretty uninteresting. Eventually, you can get a horse, and I've learned, which I actually haven't even done in my other save yet, but I'm excited to try, is a donkey. So we will take a look and see if we can build it. Actually, let's take a look now while we regenerate our health a little bit. Building animal husbandry. So we need to get a little bit of farming and we can get chickens, and a little bit more farming and we can get a pigsty. And then the donkey shelter's at 250. So the donkey shelter is even before the goose house and far before the stable. Very cool. Okay, so I've said this before. I'll say it again. I'm not a huge fan of the tech tree, the way that the tech tree works. I don't like being dictated how I can do things. What if I just want to open up a little tavern and pick berries in the summer and make a juice to sell? Why can't I do that? I don't get it. I don't necessarily love it. But here we are. So there's more ducks we could hunt if we want. Also, this is a tip for folks who maybe you don't have the game yet, or you have just started out and you're wanting to watch a playthrough to learn some tricks. When you go to this screen, you look at this map and you're like, oh, okay, I can see the villages. But up here, there's actually filters for different things. And if you hit this to the left, it will show you all the wild animal spots you've already discovered, right? So it's showing me all of these because we ran around a bit exploring up here. I don't know if you guys remember that, but we were running around a bit up here. We don't know where any of the animals are out that way, but as we get there and it gives us that little thing, it'll show us. So I can know, oh yeah, there's fish here, there's ducks here, we hunted the ducks there, we saw these eagles here, and we've seen rabbits there and birds there, but we will begin to find more deer. Where was it that we hunted that deer? I don't even remember now, but that map can be very useful if you're looking for a specific animal. Like if you're like, man, I need fur for something that I'm making. You can go on there and find where the lynxes are. I think lynx and maybe moose, and definitely bear, but I don't tangle with bears. I'm trying to not die, and bears are a quick way to die. Oh, they'll say it that way. Okay, we didn't get a rabbit yet. Okay, so we could plant down there. It's probably good, rich soil if we wanted to kind of role play a little bit. Let's see what's up here. I don't think I want to put fields all the way up here, at least not now. See, we just discovered another spot, rabbits. I don't even see any, but they're telling me that they're up here. Well, we may find other bigger game up here, which would disincentivize us building up this way. Oh, it's like a little swampy area. Okay, so see how it just said we spotted lynx? Oh, there's a rabbit. Oh, that's hilarious. You get the idea, though. Got him. Okay, so this is how it works. You walk over to the animal. I think I showed you this before, but then you just hit E on them, and there'll be this skinning animation. And then you get fur and a little bit of meat from them. Rabbits are only worth it when you're very much, when you're at the very beginning. So we'll eat a bit more of that roasted meat. Okay, let's go plant our cabbages. This game is very, very much the type of game that you could just forget what you're doing and be busy. It feels a little bit strange, but I think I'm just gonna build a little cabbage patch right here, right beside the house, for now. So we need to get out. You hit the Q button and you go to buildings, even though it's not a building, it's a field. And now this is one of the tricky parts of the game, that if you want to build things on a grid, like your housing on a grid, a lot of it's going to depend on how the fields work. Like, look at this. See, I would like to make it go at the same angle as my house, but it wants to go on this angle. So that's a little bit strange. I don't know how I feel about that. For some people, they would just be like, I can't even do it. But I am going to make it work. This is not where we're going to keep the cabbage patch. This is literally our starter. So you put this down, I know. So it tells you what to do here, and it gives you a little primer. But you're watching me because you want me to teach you. So then you take your hoe, and you have to grub up the ground. This is essentially like plowing. It says when you get to this state, it says unplowed because it considers it like grubbed up, and then you want to go to your bag, which I always have. I'll put it in the house. You want to go to your bag, which is a tool, and I put it on 8. And then, right, if you look at the bottom right-hand corner, you can see my bag is on fertilizer. We're not at that stage yet. Oh, I should though. Oops. I need to get some fertilizer before you can plant the seeds. That's my bad. See, it won't let me. It needs fertilizer first. So the way that you get fertilizer is either with rot, which we don't have any yet, or manure, which we don't have any yet. You can make those in your barn. We don't have that, so we need to run back over and purchase fertilizer. So while we go, we can be on the lookout for things that we can craft to get money to pay for the fertilizer. We have plenty of sticks. We need to... What? It grabbed the sticks behind the ones that I was looking directly at. Okay. Now we need to be looking for stones. Right there, right there, right there. Some areas they're easier to spot than others, but we can't dilly-dally too much because the salespeople, go home at like dusk. So I think I can buy fertilizer from the chicken salesperson here in our little town that's close by. Oh, stamina is so bad. Fishing spot. Well, that's good to know. We decide we want to go fishing for some perch. And sometimes the shoreline can be really good for getting stones, like this appears to be. So we'll go ahead and make some knives. We can sell these stone knives for 140 coin. I don't remember. I think we actually have to buy fertilizer because we don't have a barn yet. Okay, we got the workshop. That's good. I don't know that I want to build a workshop just yet. We need some other buildings first, but it feels really good to level up. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't go home, people. Don't go home. I need to buy stuff still. So this woman up here should...
Traveler. Only the best products here.
I don't know if I could do this without a barn. Crud. Alright, well, we can at least sell her our stone knives. And that one.
See you soon.
Yeah. Okay, now this is telling me find a wife is the first step. That is true, but we're not at that stage yet. But usually you would walk over and find one of those young ladies and talk to them, get to know them. Dang it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to buy fertilizer tonight, but I definitely will have to do it in the next day while it's still spring. So crops are seasonal in this game, so you can't just plant them whenever. And cabbage you can plant in spring or summer. So we'd be alright if we missed out this particular time. But I want to get them in spring so that we can harvest them in summer so that we can get another crop of cabbage going. We want lots of cabbage so we can make pottage and so that we can eat the cabbage fresh. I don't know if he's going to be here working or not. So you can see the people walking. Okay, he's here.
Hello.
Alright, can I buy
In the valley.
fertilizer? I can. Okay. Okay, see, if I would have just done that
Have a good day.
before, we would have been fine. So now we have fertilizer to fertilize the field and get the, see what I mean about trying to, I'm going to have to either do cuts between when I'm traveling between things or something. I understand that they have this endurance on here so that, you know, as Rasimir gets stronger or whatever, he's able to run farther. And it incentivizes you getting the donkey and later the horse, so that's fine. I completely understand the logic from the game's perspective, but good heavens, it's irritating when you need to do all this running at the beginning of the game. You're not self-sufficient yet. Alright, we'll do crafting knowledge, sure. I have no skill points. Oh, yeah, then under technology, so we can build a well where we can get water. But we're right on the water, so we don't really need a well unless it tells us we have to build one. Hunting lodge we want to get, but we're really, really close. Where we'll have a workbench and a drying rack in there. So a hunting lodge is one of the first things we'll build. And then we will build, where's the woodshed here? So we're at 43, but that's extraction. So to get extraction, points or whatever, XP, we just need to do things like chop down trees. That's the main one I think that we would do. You can mine, but we don't live super close to a mine. So a lot of it's going to be chopping down trees. We're going to need tons of logs. We need logs. We also are going to need firewood. Wood makes almost everything. You need wood to make wooden bowls. You need wood to make wooden plates. You need wood to build houses. But with our allotment of 5 houses here in the early part of the game, we can get a wife to live with us, but you don't just, ask somebody right away and they want to be your spouse. You have to talk to them for a while and kind of court them. So there's no guarantee. Oh my gosh, with this endurance thing, the stamina thing, it's driving me crazy. Okay, so we want the simple bag. We'll go ahead and bring over the cabbage seeds. I need to get oriented to that door. Good night. Okay, so back to where I was a while ago. Put the simple bag on 8. Now, when you have the bag equipped, you press your right mouse and you go here and you want to select fertilizer. And then it's going to put it out and you'll see it kind of looks like manure on your field. Now, you can't put your seeds on immediately. You have to do another round of hoeing the field. Now, this is a very small patch, and we will make bigger fields, proper fields later. But this is just getting us started. We're just one guy. We can hunt ducks and bunnies and whatever else. We don't need a lot of food, so we're not worried about that. This will get our seed supply started going. And eventually we'll put in a nice big old cabbage field. Okay, so we unlocked our food storage. Now the two buildings that are like the lifeblood of your settlement are the food storage and the resource storage. So here you saw I just selected cabbage seed. Boom, and so you can see visually the seed. It's very satisfying. Every step of the farming in this game is satisfying. So you see the seed will go down, and you don't have to do anything else. No herbicide, no weeding. You do this, and then the next season, this crop will be ready to harvest. And you'll see we'll get seeds as well as the cabbage themselves. So you come over to your bed here, and it lets you sleep till the next day. Boom. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and check this out. You can see it in the daytime. See a little better the seed on the field. And I think with that, I'm going to bid you all adieu, and I'll look at the comments on these first couple episodes, and maybe we'll do kind of like a time lapse or something, or some jump cuts so that you don't have to deal with all of the tedious parts of the process. But if you have questions about this game, please put them in the comments, and I will explain from what I've learned, the experience and research that I've done. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Blue Ellie. I play simulation games, and I'll see you in the next episode of Medieval Dynasty when we play again. Bye for now.